You're now tuned into Car Language. I'm your host, Easy, and before me, we got a 2015 Ford Mustang GT Premium. Let's find out if it's worth buying in 2021, a used one with some mileage on it. Let's go. The GT 5.0 Premium. Again, this one is fully loaded, red interior. All right, so for those of you who know, I'm a Dodge person, so right now we are reviewing my rival, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. There's a couple of flaws, but I'm gonna tell y'all off the back, I love this car. Fun fact, I actually drove it. I drove this, I drove the Camaro, and then I drove the Charger, and I love the way all three drive, but we went with the Charger because of family purposes. Of course, you got a lot more room. One flaw with the Mustang, small trunk, small back seats, tight, but it's not as bad as you would think. Would I consider it? Definitely. Powerful, big 5.0, grippy tires, cool car. I gotta say, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's whichever one you like. But again, this is a 2015. This was when they refreshed the whole body. I liked it. It didn't really appeal me too much till you drove it. It definitely drives amazing. Love the way this car drives. I'm addicted. I've rented from Turo. Shout out to Christopher. It's in great shape. 47,000 miles. I looked online, and a car spec'd out like this could run you about 30 to 40,000. Which is not bad compared to what you're getting, and that's good mileage for a Ford Mustang. Ford Mustangs definitely have that reliability aspect. You know, they're known for reliability, and you could tune these up. I know a couple of people that tune them up, and with all the tunes, etc., they've had no issues. So as we take a look up front, again, you got that Mustang look. Hasn't changed even for the newer models. We got some fog lights, small grille, got the horse. I like the badging, real subtle, 5.0 badging on both sides. These are Continental 255 wheels, GT badge, dual exhaust, sequential turn signals, LED of course. Again, red interior, leather, black and red. This one is automatic. We have switches for your hazard lights. You got traction control, and then you can switch the steering wheel feel, and then you got your mode selector as well. In very good shape. Let's take a look at the powerful 5.0 engine. Beautiful 5.0 engine. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe it's the way the engine is positioned, because if you notice, the 6.4s on the Chargers are kind of like dipped in, and there's some plastic over it. I like how Ford managed to kind of expose the whole engine. In the 6.4, you don't really see like the whole engine as you see the 5.0, so it kind of looks bigger, but it's not. But still, love the V8. I don't know, I'm drawn by the V8s. I love V8s. If I manage to get a V6, it has to be supercharged, but I'm so in love with the V8s. 5.0 engine, again, I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna call it and say it like it is. It's a great engine. I know a couple of people with them, and they have no regrets. So there you go, 5.0. Little dusty, but clean. The owner, Christopher, has told me that he has not had any issues. I love the sway bar. As we take a look up front on the hood, we got some air ducts here. This is to extract heat. This car is correct. Love the lines. I gotta say, I'm very, very intrigued and happy I rented this car. To pop the trunk, we do have a button. You got an option to use the key, but you would pop the button right under the trunk, and here's your space. Now it's small, but it's not as bad as you would think. I thought it was decent. I didn't like the Corvette drop top. That one, With the amount of space that it takes when the top is off, it eliminates a lot of feet. This one, it didn't eliminate as much. You can't fold the seats down, of course, but again, I feel it's sufficient. I don't like the fact that the opening, as you can see, is very small. So whatever it is that you are gonna carry can't be as big. But for a family of 3, it's not bad at all. Family of 3 and a dog. Again, this is the driver's side. Like the wheels, I wish they were a bit wider, but 255s, that's pretty decent. 255s on all corners as well. As you can see, we got some big brake calipers up front for better stopping power. Great touch by Ford. Now, of course, if we're gonna do a convertible, we gotta show you guys opening and closing the top. To open a convertible top, you press this button here, you push and hold. Well, first of all, you gotta pop open this latch. And now that it's in the open position, you push this button here. And as you can see, the windows are all rolled down. And there you go. Very clean look. And to close it, opposite. As you can see, pretty fast. Car can't be in motion. And there you go. So you have 2 window switches for the front. And then as you can see, you could close that quarter panel separately. Now I'll show you guys from the outside how it looks. Backseat room is not much. I'll demonstrate now. I'm 6 foot tall. It takes a while, but using this lever here, of course, you'll bring the torso part up, and you gotta ward the seat forward, and you climb in. I would do this with the top on, but it's much easier this way. Headroom, it is bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. It's actually worse in a Camaro. My head touches the top of the car. I would have thought it'd be worse. I feel a bit loose rather than, again, in the Camaro or even the Charger. The headroom is better in the Mustang. And you also have a clip here to push the seat forward to step out. Again, this is definitely where I wouldn't be sitting, but if the seat was positioned to where I would be sitting up front, it'd just be touching my knees. My feet wouldn't have that much of a problem. My feet wouldn't be as tight as you would think. To climb out, you have a latch here, of course, and again, the top off, easy in and out access. Pouring the water. Speakers pretty much everywhere. Nice system. One flaw that I don't like about the car, there's a couple. A flaw would be the infotainment system. I'm not even gonna go through it, to be honest. It's My Touch, I believe. My Link, I'm sorry, I forgot. I really don't care for it though. I hate this system. It lags to connect your phone and Bluetooth. It's just very laggy and unresponsive. Again, the navigation is not even worth using. Just plug your phone. Hopefully it'll sync right away. But that's pretty much it. As far as the comfortability of the car, it feels really good, real comfortable, even in the back seats. Yesterday we were driving at night and during the daytime, and it was cool. You know, again, I sat in the back just to kind of experience what it was like, and I can't complain. I had a friend tell me, why is it so deep, the seats? I'm like, so you could kind of, I guess that helps you with headroom, and you feel kind of snugged in. It's almost like a car row seats. That's what it kind of feels like in the back for car row seats. Sorry, but as you can see with the top off, that's where I love the way the car looks the most. With the top on, I never really liked the rag top look. I wish the convertible, they made the 5.0 a hard top convertible. I don't think they have that. I highly doubt they do. But that would have been a great touch. I think that might have would have sold me to buy the Mustang. Again, I didn't like the rear seats, but I could have lived with that. And another thing too, Mustang lacks certain options. Like the Mustangs don't come with sunroofs. That's a big negative for me. Definitely need a window up top. That's just my preference. I need the sunroof. But after driving this thing, I think I can consider, or I would consider, a convertible. Again, I'm a truck driver, I'm hardly home, so my girl and my kid, she's already tall enough to sit up front. So, if we do go somewhere, it'll never be for long, like a long trip. And honestly, I feel like I could drive this thing on a longer trip than I could the Charger. The seats feel a lot more comfortable. I hate that Alcantara with leather mix, to be honest. It's just a look to me. The leather in Alcantara to me is just a look. I prefer all leather. You could keep the fancy stuff. Just give me plain leather. And now let's go for a test drive. Let's see how this puppy drives. Ford Mustang 5.0. This is my rival, so just look at my face. I'm not gonna hate. I'm still no car, no car. But I'm psyched. This car is awesome. Should you buy it? Yes. Very yes. I kinda want one, but I'm sorry, I gotta stay loyal to Dodge. I'm loyal to Dodge. Yeah, sorry, Mustang guys. Again, I love this car too much. I love my car too much. Look at me. I'm trying my best not to transition, to be honest. Mustang is dope. They both sound good, but this one sounds louder. You guys are gonna say, yeah, he's gonna go to Mustang. Stopping power is cool. Tires being a bit thin. That's, it doesn't grip as good as the 305s on a Charger. Muscle is muscle. On the curves, this being the 2015, I guess, this was the refresh, right? I feel like this was the pinnacle to the Mustangs, because they kept the same body style and they just added more tunes, etc. The GT500, the GT350, the 5.0 coming, keeping the 5.0 with the tweaks on it from prior models, more refined, faster, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. But on curves, it doesn't hit the way you think. It definitely feels like the wheels will leave from under you. Definitely feels like the wheels will leave from under you. But aside from that, she drives great. She drives real well. But do the talk and drive review with you guys with the top off, but of course the win. Livable situation in here again. Perfect for two people. Not bad for a third. A child to sit real good in the back. Miles per gallon, 16 to 24 mpg, not bad. If you're driving like a normal human being, you'll find yourself being okay with the mpg. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Maybe because I'm used to it. You're talking to the wrong guy. I don't mind gas, but we pretty much drove it all day from Jersey to Long Island, and we drove around all through Long Island, and it was because, of course, we pushed it. We definitely pushed it, and that's the whole reason why I had to fuel up again. I fueled quarter left. We did a lot of driving. Long story short, we did a lot of driving this weekend. Again, would I recommend it? Yes. My only concern is people, the owners prior. So if you are considering purchasing a used Mustang, look at the records and see how many owners it's had, because there might be some tweaks. You know, people beat these cars, they rough these cars up. So you definitely want to check the service record to make sure that the maintenance has been done for usage purposes. You want to make sure no one's beat them up and they're running right. But it's a solid car. It definitely feels solid. Nothing rattling, even with 47,000 miles. There's nothing rattling in here. Again, it feels sturdy. The wheels up front are fairly worn out. The ones in the rear are brand new. So I guess Christopher, I kind of rented it before he got to do them all, and that's why it feels a bit rough.